Yeah, good evening from my location. Then good morning, good afternoon, depend on your time and your location that you may watch this program later or as you may join us now. So take your greeting from me. Depend on your time and your location. So I salute you, I greet you as a Biafran and also a lover of freedom supporter, and also those who wish us well. Also, salute my president, Maazị Nnamdi Okukano. Good morning, sir, from here. And I salute my prime minister, Maazị Nnamdi Okukano. Sorry, Maazị Simon Ekpanjoko. Morning, sir. On standing on existing protocol, I salute all the Biafra generals and commander. I salute you all, and I welcome every Biafran inside this broadcast this evening. I also finally salute my Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, the Chief Armed Force of United States of Biafra. I salute you and I greet you and I welcome you all. Depends on when you are going to watch. From me to here, I say, more answer to you all. So, my fellow Biafrans, please, as you join me right now, let's like and share the program so others may know that we are live and we are direct this evening. We are only here to do one thing. We are only here to understand the level where we are that people refuse to understand. Also, people refuse to understand the game has changed. It's no longer that way we are thinking, it's the way it is. It's the other way. And until you put yourself into that way it is, that is only when you will understand what is going on and what is about to happen. With you are just a mere carnal body and mind, you may refuse to understand it because the game has changed and it has become a tough one. So if you are not tough to reason, then you will not join and you will not understand what is really happening. That is why it's very, very imperative that you as a Biafran understand it. And when we did not understand it, then we got to educate ourselves and learn on how we can be able to achieve this new country out of that country called Nigeria, which the meaning of one Nigeria is death sentence to every indigenous person. So now that we are fighting our way out and we have made a declaration, did you on your own understand the meaning of declaration first and what that document of declaration stand for? It's only when you understand the meaning of the declaration and what the document represents, then you will believe that you as a Biafran is doing the right thing by standing side by side with the government and ready to fight and defend your country. When we refuse to show our love to this new country being declared, we are not going to understand it very well. But when you are fanatical and mad about this Biafra that was declared, now happen to be United States of Biafra as my own country, As that way, American citizens love America and protect it by, and every American will tell you, America first. Until when you choose that method, Biafra, USB first. United States of Biafra, what? First in your life. Until when you choose in that way, then you will start messing up. Then you will know things that you're supposed to do. Let me tell you these words for free today. You might be here claiming, I have been in this social media for over 10 years. What are you bringing to the table? Like Maznan Kano, when he interviewed about Obie, Maz Simon Joko. Be in social media for 100 years. When you come, what you are saying does not have basic. There is nothing. It's like someone who went to school without passing out with any document. That is how it is. So, for you to understand where we are and what we have to do this time around, some of people will say, you do copy, you go to Google, you search, you read, you paste. The mentality of Nigeria removing history for you to take time to research is the problem we are facing in our own time. That is why they look at you and know that you will start knowing all these things. They remove it and hide it away from you. And you are playing on that gallery, thoughts that you are doing something good. No. The things about a new country, the things that we are doing right now, like I said, is no longer that thing that our local brain and our local muscle carries. It's where our inner brain carries and educates you on for you to believe what is right and what is not right, to do not believe on that. Like I always said, there is no short way for us to get Biafra. And there is no short way that not like standing on the existing histories of what has happened. And from there we pick up. We choose the things that will favor us. We choose the things that we are going to use to get what we want, and leave those that we're not going to take. It's like an advice. When someone advises you, what you will do is this. You take those advice that are those that are benefit by you, those that are those that you understand very well. Then what will happen? You throw those ones that you don't want away. That is what we are. That is the history that we are bringing out of how countries has been formed and how countries has been handled and how they got their independence. And what the law said about having a new country. How can it happen? Do you think that some things, some people are claiming that the social of 20 brigade, claiming that they are doing is what it? Is that how we are going to get it? That is the question that you may ask yourself. Yes, that is why I told you we have passed that level where we analyze things on our own, and the thought that is how this thing works on the international global community. We are no longer on that level because what we remember the word of Master Nandekan, that how we reason is our problem also. How we are reasoning when it's come to this issue of Biafra, now that the government has been declared, now that we have a new country, is affecting all of us. The things that we put our time to analyze and to things that we do, sometimes it's not what really matters. But the ones that are very hard, that matters, nobody goes there. And those hard ones who are going to let the world know, You are the one who wrote this about this country. You are the one who put this to us. You said that this is the criteria. You said this is the existing protocol we must follow. Now that we have followed and met all those criteria, what is holding? So when they come across all our platform and see such a thing, what will happen? They will know, oh, they already know this that we're hiding for them. Okay, let us allow them to have what they want. Let us allow them to have their own freedom. Because they have understand all the criteria. They understand all the secrets. When they said, if you want to hide anything from Igbo man, put it in paper or in writing, hide it somewhere. It will not go there. When he comes, he will pick them because we are quick action. We believe in quick action. That is who we are. So, until you start knowing that the movement we are right now is not on the local analysis of our own, when it's come to the Biafra government, when it's come to the United States of Biafra, that's when they will tell you that what you don't know is bigger than you. What? I said, what you don't know is bigger than for those who claim they know it all. Why they know nothing? Someone who is in the government from last year November to November of this year or to October, that is when he left the government. That is when he started that, oh, somebody asked me, how did the Biafra, the United States of Biafra registered? And he bring it out, he start reading. The ulterior motive and the devil advocate he's playing is what will trigger us to be angry with him. Because when you are the government in the first place, you notice it's January, it was registered. What happens is that, why can't you ask questions and ask, why is registered in this way? Reading that form, reading that particular document in your own way without putting a standing hand to ask questions, or even to ask the government a question. I never see some of the people who claim in social media, ask our DPM, ask my assignment a question. They don't do that. Rather, they will play on the class if they understand what is going on or what they are there to do. So in this era where we are, we ask every question. We ask questions because when you ask, you know. When you don't ask, you can never know. And when you ask, it's being given to you. That is the things at this level where we are. It's no longer come on social media, bring what you like, start talking, and people will join you. It's no longer in that form. You must have a pattern of what you are doing. If you are doing exposition, you do exposition. If you want to teach, educate yourself and follow Biafra, you let it happen that there is something vital that you are doing. So, the people of Biafra, the people of United States of Biafra as a new country that was declared on November 29, 2024, must understand one thing. The game has changed. The level where we are now is that on this Biafra restoration org seeking for our official international recognition is all about the bus will carry you. When it is to your destination, you will come down. When you think that you don't want to work with the government again, that means the bus that carry you has take you to your destination, then you will come down. Then people who want to move forward and who just enter will carry and see maintain that the same bus and go out with that bus. So if you are tired, leave the government alone. Stay on your own. Do not bring something to come and claim that this is wrong now. Why in this way? When you know nothing about, when you never have time to research about the international aspect of what the government, what a new country has to achieve, what is the criteria of a new country, and how they will do things until they use it and push for the official international recognition. And you think that when you come, then on the document you claim you read, the first that you see on the headline, register United States of Biafra, register United States of Biafra, Biafra government in exile. That is what is that. That is number one headline. Good first. What they registered? Biafra is what they have registered. Now, going forward, we will understand the things that the government has registered. There is things that you will register, despite being that you have made official declaration. The things that international law stop you from having the full right until you get the international recognition, then you will put that things there. But without official recognition, you will be using as an organization, not as a country, because you are not officially become a country. So you use those things according to the law. And when it's come to law, all of us are so adamant. And the law is not the way we want. Law is not pleasing any of us, but rather the law is pleasing what they put him to please. So before you say something, before you read something openly, please check what you're doing very well. Check it. Don't just come on social media and start talking because of you are no longer there. I don't know why all our people's mind is one thing. Onye kwota agbatu omia na obo na akwụkwọ with him agbatu omia na so mbeze ga kwota no wa. Why are we seeing such thing repeating countless time in the movement that we are into? I want to let our people know today that after declaration, there is things the government will register as an organization. After our declaration of United States of Biafra as a new country without international recognition, there is things we cannot do as a country, yes, and there is things we will do. So those one that we are not going to do, we are going to use that word, not individual. We use organization. Like after many countries that come together and form organization called UN, forming those organizations that as a UN, those countries coming under UN as organization, does it mean that they register or recognize their country as an organization? Does it mean something like that? All the members of EU, does it mean that in the country where they come out to represent them as organization there, does it mean that all their country are organization? Is it what it simply mean? When it's not like those that are there as those organizations are representing the countries one after the other. For them to have tate, for them to be seen as a people, they will have to come together and form one thing and beyond it as an organization. In our own case, the same thing is what we are passing through. On the first headline of that document, what you see is what? Register. United States of Biafra. Biafra government in exile. Is you know what is that in the first place? Now, what are those things that make them to look like they are organization? We are going to find out in a due time. We are going to find it out. There is things after your official declaration without official international recognition that you have to put under organization. Not as a person. Not as an individual, but as an organization. Because after country, next thing that's pursued is organization. Organization, a country is father of them all. A country is father of organization. If you are in organization and fighting to achieve something, once you achieve that thing, you may leave that particular place. But you will never leave the country. That is why it's quarter of them all. Or people must stop because of I'm not here. Let me destroy it. because I'm not the one, I will scatter everything. It's a high time we stop those things. They are leading us nowhere. Rather, those things are going to be something that will destroy you, who are claiming you know it all when you know nothing. Because the only why we need to reactivate ourselves is this. We have, in our own era, we have never made declaration before. Like no people. A sị na onye anaghị ebe a na wee lie ozu na ọ na-esi n'ụkwụ eje apụta ya nwamba ozu. Onye anaghị ebe eli ozu ọ na-esi n'ụkwụ abọta ya. Onye amaghị ihe a gabara na constitution wee nwee ike ime that registration as organization. Ọ bịazi ọkọrọ gị ihe ọzọ. Ọ na-agwaghị bring evidence. Is it not what is this? In the first place, what are you seeing before the organization? Is the organization is first thing that you set your eyes on? What you set your eyes on, the document you sent to me is register. United States of Biafra, Biafra government in exile. After that, next thing is as an organization. Depending on the protocol of that particular document you're about to sign, depending on the rules that guide the document that you want to sign to gain something. If there is nothing that, if you are not looking for something, if you are something that is not come to that criteria, why are you signing? The government signed because of what they are building. That is why they sign. But we will leave it at there. When we'll come back to the document that we want to present to the Biafran people, for them to know that yes, the governments are doing the right thing. What they think is not true. I am not a member of the government, but with the things I am hearing from the government and things they are posting, things they are saying on the S handle, I believe that with all the things I am trying to find out on my own to the history of the countries, I find out that they are also maintaining criteria of many countries that get their independence also. These are things I find out. Now, coming back first in two things I want you into your mind. Remember, right now, this November, that United States of Biafra is conducting election in Old Anambra, comprised of Ikemba, Odimegu, and the Omambala. Why that this vote is important? Why that this vote is important? This vote is also important to prove to those who claim that Biafra is registered as an organization that is not organization. That is why you must go and vote, to put them in shame. And also, that is why you must vote, to prove to the international community that the United States of Biafra is in charge of their territory, because organization does not have a right to protect a territory. This is politics. What we are doing now that we are into political, confirm fully one. Because I ask you some of the question. Have you voted once? Have you go to rally in Nigeria protests, in Nigeria rally for politics? Have you even contest anything in Nigeria? Have you come close, become a P or someone who want to get big office in your state? Then it's only when you go through that way. When I pick a councilship form, when they ask me, is this state is funding you, or individual, or organization? I did not answer. If I mention state, I must prove that person who is a member of the state, who is sponsoring as a godfather, who want me to be there. Now, do you know what happened? When I go down to a lawyer to explain to me, He said, feel what? Organization. What is the organization I'm talking about? Under Labour Party, under APOGA, all these are organization. Then, the people that are supporting you in your community, they are all members of that organization where you are coming out from. Now, does it mean that Anambra, that's Old Anambra, I am contesting a councillor from Anambra, is organization? If you assign organization. If you never play politics, keep calm to this movement that we're into right now. The movement is about politics. When they bring issue of just exposing Nigeria, go on. When they bring issue of go on. When they bring other issues, go on. Like now that America is coming to do something, it's also a politics that we will play to rope ourselves in there, from there to get our international recognition also. Now, when I fill that form, that those that are supporting me is not a state, rather it's organization. When they ask me, can you put 2 or 3 names of those offices that are inside that organization that are supporting me, I now put my financial office as organization that are supporting me. That is number 1. Number 2, I also put a lobby firm that are supported that are explaining things to me, that are guiding me as an organization. I also put those that are supporting me also, their names there as an organization. So you will know that what I am doing, that is from home and me and people, not from the state government. Because the state government is not sponsoring anybody to become a councillor or a vice chairman or a whatever inside the government. They are not. They are on their own doing it. We will go deep into this, my people. Yes, we are praying for Sudan, South Sudan also. Also pray for Biafran people. Because we, the Biafran people, has declared a nation called United States of Biafra. We are seeking our own international recognition. So Nigeria government, we are the one that the government are killing every day with their military. So also pray for us as we're praying for you. Brother, pray for us also. Pray for United States of Biafra. A brother from Sudan. We are one Africa. We're saying that it's a time Africa will rise up and chase all these those that are causing problem in our land. And if what will solve our problem is to divide ourselves according to our culture, according to our religion, according to our tribal line, then we do it for us to stop fighting one another. That is by the side, brother. I have answered you. Now, going to the election in Old Anambra, this election is very, very sacrosanct. How many people have you used your Android phone to help? How many? Did you just voted only you and the last? How many people in the homeland that has an Android phone that you have sent that link to for them to vote? Are you getting it? This vote is sacrosanct. It is going to be an eye-opener with even those you see on social media that our DPM is posting. All the things that is happening. This election in Old Anambra, only these 3 states out of the 40 states more is something that we are looking out for. So, I want you to know that is the election that we are. No, not Biafra inside Nigeria. Biafra outright from Nigeria. We have made our declaration on November 29, 2024. We have also conducted our own self-referendum that give the government over 50 million votes of self-referendum. Is what we got in as a country. So we are asking all the lovers of life, those who don't want killing, those who don't want people to die, to support Biafra. We call it what? United States of Biafra. That is where I am from. So we have made this declaration as a new country that has merged, outright exit from Nigeria. You know that after the war of 1967 to 1970, Britain, with their force, reintegrated us back into Nigeria. Because of the killing, the injustice, the human rights abuse, the torture, and the using what we have in our own territory to deny us a good life. And the key, when we talk, they arrested you, put you in detention. That is why we said, no, we are not going to die in silence. We are going to make a fully declaration of our own country for us to be alive under self-determination. And we, the Biafran people, we have made it and we have achieved it also. Now, we have also met the criteria of the international communities. The Montevideo Convention of 1933 said that we must have a permanent population. The permanent population was the one that conducted or voted on the self-referendum with over 50 million votes. Now, to define the territory, in Biafra land, we have 40 states, and we have all our land that made up these 40 states. We have defined the territory on our map as 40 states. Now, they also said that we need to have a government that is very, very effective in work. That who can enter into agreement with the countries in the world. And we have met those criteria. We are only lacking one thing: recognition from countries that are members of the UN. That is what we are looking for. And the sovereignty of Africa is because Africa colluded together to deny Biafra in 1967 to 1970 because of the misinformation from the British. Because of their misinformation, they denied the Biafran people. And that is why Africa is suffering today. Africa dies because of there is no Biafra. Africa will raise when Biafra gain their fully independence as a sovereign state. Then we will bring our initiative. Because we don't believe in anybody to colonize anybody. We want everybody to have equal chance, free and fair, no injustice, where every man will be equal. That is what Biafra. Then you will see a true democracy in the world, in Africa. It's in our hand, it's in our blood. We are Republicans in nature. Before the 1940 amalgamation, we, the Biafran people, are Republicans in nature. That is what they told their forefathers. I am asking one question I didn't answer. The numbers of countries that made Europe and the numbers of countries in Africa, which one is bigger than? Number that made up of entire Europe minus Asia with Africa, which of them has a highest countries numbers in the world? I want to know, please. Now, going forward, I am talking the most important way of the election before a brother writes something. Yes, if you just heard about it, Biafra, that is from where I am. That is what we are fighting, to let the world know that we have met every criteria. We have over-met those criteria they want us to meet. And also, they are holding our president, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria went from here to Kenya, kidnap him, blindfolded him as a criminal, bring him back to Nigeria. Starting from 2021 to this day, they put him in dungeon, incarceration inside GSS underground prison. That wasn't enough. Nigeria, with their brave mind, they also colluded with Finland, because Finland, their president they have now is a corrupt man who sits with a Boko Haram. As America is sanctioning or putting Nigeria as a country of particular concern, they have to also deal with Alexander Stubb, because he has one-on-one meeting with Shetima, with the vice president of Nigeria, who is the father of Boko Haram. Him that has a handshake with him and sits with him. What happened? After that, he now give them oil he give them, they sign a treaty of business in Lagos State. Then they use a human being to do exchange, which is what Britain did to us in 1920s. That is the meaning of what Alexander Stubb did in Finland. If it is possible for Alexander Stubb to just throw Simon inside sea and drown him, he could have done that in hiding. If Alexander Stubb see a chance, like what they did to our forefathers in the 20s, in First World War, Second World War, and when they took us as their slave, that is what Alexander Stubb maintained the criteria of Britain. No other way. Using human being as a property, as a business. So Alexander Stubb would think that only what will make Finland to become a richer country is by using human being to exchange. That is where he hit his hand on a tipper, full loaded tipper that carries a concrete. Yes, I see the comment section. I see you, Jelen Wine. Asatina, good evening from here. I greet you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I greet Emmanuel. I greet you so much. I greet Bishop. I greet you. I greet everyone in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming. Please, as you come, endeavor to like and share as we are moving into things that you need to know. Before we go to present the document we have here, I want to tell you that we are not the one that's even only dividing Nigeria. Yoruba are also dividing Nigeria. And their politicians are smarter and wise and fearless. But the so-called P2B, what that made Ohaneze Igbo World Congress, and the so-called governors and the Southeast governors, they believe that they are Southeast governors, and those that are in the House of Senate and Rep, all of them are a bunch of criminals, bunch of slaves. Can any of them open their mouth and sing Biafra national anthem? But Oduduwa, who did not fight war, when they gathered in their government house, they will sing Oduduwa nation. The area is when they ask them, Oduduwa, did they stand up and take your right? I want to play that video. If Nigeria is a one country, how could Oduduwa have their own private national anthem? And the so-called Igbo Efulefus, the so-called governors and the past governors and the past Igbo cannot gather and sing Biafra's national anthem that was fully registered, and the world knows about that national anthem. Today, they cannot be able to use it, but the Yorubas are using their own. Tell me, like the way they have Sharia law in the north. They are the one who are dividing the country, but they will put the blame on us because of envy and hatred, and because of those who said their elders are useless elders. All of them, they are a bunch of criminals, bunch of slaves, starting from where they start to where they end right now. Let me give you a video of gathering in Yoruba land, in Oduduwa, what they are doing. Let me play this video for you. Let us see something before we go on. So for you to know, when you are claiming one Nigeria, be an Igbo man, you are a bunch of a slave. The slave mentality of Britain has never left your head. and you put yourself in slave, your father is angry with you. Tell me, where is it happening? How many national anthems do they sing in America? How many national anthems did America has is my question. If you are here. If you are in America. Please hold on, I will be back.
Our own don't finish, yes. If you understand how I make you interpret for the comment section, I will play on this video, make now what this one.
Please hold on, give me 1 minute, I'm coming, let me fix something. Hold on 1 minute, just 1 minute, I will be back. This Yoruba, the so-called Southwest governors, when they gather together, do you hear it? I'm giving you what when it means that a country has been divided. Do you see why Sunday Igboho was arrested? They all rally around and bring him out under 1 year. Did you see why Sunday Igboho was arrested by the Nigerian government? And they rolling around under 1 year, bring him out. But your own, hope was them mad them. So how do you politics? How do you like a Webu slave under Nigeria? This is how a country is being. When a country is divided, they are singing their own country national anthem here. Oduduwa Nation. Can you see the South Igbos or the urban has now Southeast? Where if they gather together, they can sing Biafra national anthem. Use your brain. Look at it here. Look at what is going on here. Oduduwa national anthem inside government house of Oduduwa in Yoruba land. Once they gather, when they or more Oduduwa, did they stand up to do what? To take over your rights. What is your right? Oduduwa nation. And you will be deceived. Abaribe is not seeing this thing. Any near Abaribe, he can't see it. Those are speaking. So Jovika cannot see this. Jovika, he can't see this. They cannot. It's only when it comes to Biafra. That is where you will see them. But Chukwuka Abiyama is waiting for us to make this official declaration that kills everything that is fight that claim that they are doing agitation. It's not happening anywhere. If you're not a country, no country will recognize you. You must be a country for to recognize, and we are a country under United States of Biafra, led by Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Who is leading us? Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Whether I like it or not, she is the one who is leading, who is piloting the affairs of the Biafran people right now. And the world know that she is on the right track. Omo Oduduwa dide Habilie at this stage, and nobody will go arrest them. Nobody will go arrest them. In their school, they sing their national anthem. It's only in the southeast they sing the national anthem. They sing Oduduwa. Not, no, bro. I'm not. I didn't mean speak when they like in a village by like when you have Lagos, you have Osho. No. I mean in the entire school that made up of Yoruba land, they are singing their own. Their children are singing their own national anthem to remind them who they are. What of your elites? What of Hanez Igbo? What of Igbo World Congress? What are they doing? They all believe one Nigeria. One Nigeria, a Yoruba man is singing Oduduwa's national anthem. And when them cannot sing in Biafra national anthem, do you see how foolish they are? Do you see how the slavery mentality is on their head? That is the thing that I want to show this evening. So from here we move into what brings me here this evening, or into what we have started yesterday, that will continue to let the world know. To those who want to understand it. The level where we are is not what our brain in the local rural areas can carry. Oduduwa will stand up and sing their own national anthem. But the Igbo slave, what is that your name here? I don't have to make you proud or bring you out. You will take 1 or 2, 5 seconds, think all you will write. I will take 1 second, delete you and block the lot of you. Look at the goat like you, do you know yourself? I don't condone nonsense. That is who I am. And I don't waste time. That message, can't you say it's going nowhere? I want to do this one after the, so if I will blow the hell out of you. One bingo. Slave mentality juginisi. Oh, you comment again now. Come and comment. Can them go in the if you're MMP. Look at it. Look at what is going on. Or do the one national anthem. Go near and tell me Africa, one Nigeria. We move, my people. For me, I don't waste time to take away. I don't condone nonsense. Yes. Okay, Chuku, you're welcome. From the Biafra land. Thank you for coming in. Our people, that is why, see, let me tell you this thing. Is Igbo elites are the one holding Nnamdi Kanu. Forget Tunumbu, that is playing on the template he was being given the president. Forget the Fulanese. Those are holding Nnamdi Kanu is Igbo elite. Honest Igbo are involved. Igbo Congress are involved. All the Southeast governors are involved. All the so-called big men are in Biafra. They are the one holding Nnamdi Kanu. When Sunday Buhari was arrested, to prove that Yoruba people know their own, they cannot keep him there. Even Obasanjo stood up and went to there and take him out. But that is someone who is telling you to keep Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra die something. That is how he will die. But I want him to be alive, so now they can reap what they sow, because it's about to happen, or is happening already. Is what happening? What already? Nobody will stop us, and nobody has the rights. Now we are Biafra under our government. I want to make something clear to this evening, that after declaration of a country, because of lack of recognition, because of lack of international recognition, and also because of that the new country that was declared is coming from exile, they need international recognition. If all of us are in the homeland fighting, believe me, by now everything could have been even be easy for us, because we might decide not to look for UN member for now until we clear our land and chase away the invaders, chase away the foreigners happen to be Nigeria government and their military. This truth. So after the declaration of a new country, because of lack of international recognition, there is things you will not be able to use a country name to open. There is things you will open as organization. On the trending topic going on air from somebody's platform, Herbert David platform, about register of Biafra. When you first open that first headline of that document, what you will see, or what I see, is register United States of Biafra, Biafra government in exile, that was declared on November 29, 2024. That is what is on that document. I have seen documents. I have seen from him. I also asked from another person. So maybe I will see, maybe if those I'm asking is deceiving me. The same thing he sent to me is what I got from other places. The question is, what do they register as an organization? We will come into full analysis and deep details this evening, so you may understand. So listen as I play this from here. Listen. What we are doing is not come on social media for you to be thinking this is the way it's supposed to be. No, there is where it has already been. We have to take example from. And because of the removed history in Nigeria territory, that is why all of us don't know about histories of countries who has gained their independence, how they got it. Listen to this. Remember, I said, after declaration of a new country like United States of Biafra or any other one, go and check how South Sudan was registered their first bank. When they never get international recognition, go and check. Go and check also how Bangladesh was registered their first bank and some vital offices when they never get the full recognition. Go and check India. That's why I told you there is no shortcut. We must follow that existing protocol of other countries. It has been there before us. So we must go towards it and achieve our own. Somebody who want to enter inside market, and market, there is a gate you will pass before you will reach to your own position. Are you going to fly from zinc and enter? Are you not going to pass the gate and walk towards some other's position before you get into your workshop? Tell me who built his workshop, he will fly from heaven and enter inside the workshop. Common sense. And when you don't, you claim you know because you are in social media for over 10 years. Does it matter? IPOB one Nigerians at the end of social media for over 20 years before Obatobie, Simon Ebanjoko now comes up on board and at kick all of them away with fat and figures. Is it not true? Is it not true? So listen, let us analyze those things that was registered as an organization under our declaration of United States of Biafra.
This is a fascinating and complex situation, as a self-declared country without international recognition faces significant legal and practical hurdles. The entity itself cannot generally be registered as a country with major international bodies like the UN, which only accept applications from recognized states. However, to operate, conduct external affairs, and provide services, The de facto government or organizations acting on its behalf would need to establish other types of legal entities. Here is an assessment of what would likely need to be registered as organizations, and the
Listen.
steps involved, often focused on gaining de facto legitimacy and functioning in the absence of de jure, legal, state recognition. Establishing the core government structure. Even without international recognition, the de facto state's governing body must formalize its internal structure to function. Entity, purpose and function. Where to register. Hypothetical. Ministry, department, e.g., Foreign Affairs, Treasury, Health. To organize and provide essential public services and manage foreign contact. Internally, via the new country's own founding documents, constitution, proclamations, acts, central bank/monetary authority. To manage the currency, fiscal policy, and financial stability within the territory. Internally, established by a foundational central bank act or equivalent. National identity/passport agency. To issue travel and identity documents, even if they are not internationally accepted for entry into many recognized countries. Internally, established by a Citizen/Immigration Act. State-owned enterprises, SOEs. For key infrastructure or economic activity, e.g., power company, national airline, oil company. Internally, typically registered under the new country's own company/corporation law, once enacted. Creating external-facing organizations. Since the state itself is unrecognized, organizations acting on its behalf need a separate, often non-governmental legal basis to interact internationally. 1. Non-governmental organizations, NGOs, or non-profits. This is a common and critical strategy for unrecognized entities to interact with the world. Registration location. They would need to be registered in a recognized third country that allows foreign entities to incorporate, e.g., the US, Canada, UK, or a European country. This gives the organization an internationally accepted legal status. Purpose. Humanitarian aid, development. Register an NGO to receive international aid. Coordinate with UN agencies, like UNICEF, WHO, or work with other international non-profits on health, education, etc. Cultural/educational exchange. Register an organization to promote the culture, language, or history abroad, bypassing political recognition issues. Lobbying/advocacy. Register a non-profit to lobby foreign governments or international bodies, like the UN, for recognition. 2. Commercial/trade entities. Private corporations. To engage in international trade and commerce, the de facto state's economy relies on businesses with legitimate foreign registration. Registration location, same as NGOs, in a recognized third country where the de facto state has trade partners or where its goods are sold. Purpose. Establish a private export/import company, registered abroad, that handles trade with the territory. The national airline, if one exists, may need to be registered as a private or foreign-owned corporation in a country whose air traffic laws and treaties it can utilize. 3. Representative liaison offices, de facto embassies. Unrecognized countries often cannot establish formal embassies. Instead, they open offices registered as another type of entity. Registration location. In a recognized foreign country as an NGO, a cultural center, a trade mission, or a private foundation. Purpose. To serve as the de facto diplomatic mission, issuing visas and other documents, promoting trade, and maintaining relations with the local government. They operate under the guise of their non-state registration. Internal regulatory frameworks. For any organizations to function within the new country's territory, the de facto government must quickly establish its own fundamental legal framework. 1. A constitution or foundational law. This defines the structure of government, rights of citizens, and the basis of all future laws. 2. Company/corporate law. This law must be enacted to govern the establishment and operation of all internal businesses and non-profits, providing them with a legal identity within the territory. 3. Tax law. To establish a national treasury and fund public services, a system for collecting taxes from internal organizations and citizens is required. 4. Property/land registry. A system to register and protect ownership of land and assets for both individuals and organizations. In summary, because the country itself lacks international legal personality, the strategy is to fragment its external operations into legally recognizable entities, like NGOs and corporations, registered under the laws of recognized states. This allows it to bypass the political deadlock of non-recognition and engage in the necessary practical activities of a state. Would you like to explore the specific challenges and best practices for establishing one of these external-facing organizations, like an NGO, to represent the new country's interests abroad?
I hope you are listening to something. Let's go and start Biafra as organization. On this junction, I call you again. True survival, come. Ugo 247, come close. Imagine when document is down already for a new country. And if you look at what on that particular document you were portraying, go, listen here very carefully. Remove the anger, hatred on you. Remove where it's coming from inside you. Come and listen. In the 20 years social media, without fat and figures. I call on you again, true survival. I call you again this evening. Come close and listen. Can you register as organization? Even how every other country is to make their own. When my own is different from other people, it is a bad homage. I will play it once again without saying a word. Then after this, we will open our line also. Then we will be reading it together and analyzing it together.
This is a fascinating and complex situation, as a self-declared country without international recognition faces significant legal and practical hurdles. The entity itself cannot generally be registered as a country with major international bodies like the UN, which only accept applications from recognized states. However, to operate, conduct external affairs, and provide services, the de facto government or organizations acting on its behalf would need to establish other types of legal entities. Here is an assessment of what would likely need to be registered as organizations, and the steps involved, often focused on gaining de facto legitimacy and functioning in the absence of de jure, legal, state recognition. Establishing the core government structure. Even without international recognition, the de facto state's governing body must formalize its internal structure to function. Entity, purpose and function. Where to register. Hypothetical. Ministry, department, e.g., Foreign Affairs, Treasury, Health. To organize and provide essential public services and manage foreign contact. Internally, via the new country's own founding documents, constitution, proclamations, acts, central bank/monetary authority, to manage the currency, fiscal policy, and financial stability within the territory. Internally, established by a foundational central bank act or equivalent, national identity/passport agency, to issue travel and identity documents, even if they are not internationally accepted for entry into many recognized countries. Internally, established by a Citizen/Immigration Act, state-owned enterprises, SOEs, for key infrastructure or economic activity, e.g., power company, national airline, oil company. Internally, typically registered under the new country's own company/corporation law, once enacted. Creating external-facing organizations. Since the state itself is unrecognized, organizations acting on its behalf need a separate, often non-governmental legal basis to interact internationally. 1. Non-governmental organizations, NGOs, or non-profits. This is a common and critical strategy for unrecognized entities to interact with the world. Registration location. They would need to be registered in a recognized third country that allows foreign entities to incorporate, e.g., the US, Canada, UK, or a European country. This gives the organization an internationally accepted legal status. Purpose: humanitarian aid, development. Register an NGO to receive international aid. Coordinate with UN agencies, like UNICEF, WHO, or work with other international non-profits on health, education, etc. Cultural/educational exchange. Register an organization to promote the culture, language, or history abroad, bypassing political recognition issues. Lobbying/advocacy. Register a non-profit to lobby foreign governments or international bodies, like the UN, for recognition. 2. Commercial/trade entities. Private corporations. To engage in international trade and commerce, the de facto state's economy relies on businesses with legitimate foreign registration. Registration location, same as NGOs, in a recognized third country where the de facto state has trade partners or where its goods are sold. Purpose: establish a private export/import company, registered abroad, that handles trade with the territory. The national airline, if one exists, may need to be registered as a private or foreign-owned corporation in a country whose air traffic laws and treaties it can utilize. 3. Representative liaison offices, de facto embassies. Unrecognized countries often cannot establish formal embassies. Instead, they open offices registered as another type of entity. Registration location. In a recognized foreign country as an NGO, a cultural center, a trade mission, or a private foundation. Purpose: to serve as the de facto diplomatic mission, issuing visas and other documents, promoting trade, and maintaining relations with the local government. They operate under the guise of their non-state registration. Internal regulatory frameworks. For any organizations to function within the new country's territory, the de facto government must quickly establish its own fundamental legal framework. 1. A constitution or foundational law. This defines the structure of government, rights of citizens, and the basis of all future laws. 2. Company/corporate law. This law must be enacted to govern the establishment and operation of all internal businesses and non-profits, providing them with a legal identity within the territory. 3. Tax law. To establish a national treasury and fund public services, a system for collecting taxes from internal organizations and citizens is required. 4. Property/land registry. A system to register and protect ownership of land and assets for both individuals and organizations. In summary, because the country itself lacks international legal personality, the strategy is to fragment its external operations into legally recognizable entities, like NGOs and corporations, registered under the laws of recognized states. This allows it to bypass the political deadlock of non-recognition and engage in the necessary practical activities of a state. Would you like to explore the specific challenges and best practices for establishing one of these external-facing organizations, like an NGO, to represent the new country's interests abroad?
I hope, my people, you are hearing it loud and clear. I am not here to bring my common sense, no. And I am not here to narrate it when it's going to suit even the government or even any other person. No. To put the record straight, because the truth is what we needed. After the creation of a country, because of lack of recognition, some vital offices, if you go to that document, choose survival, send the remo. Somebody else again. Because I honestly, I never come across of that until this thing starts happening. And now bend down, listen, let me find out how this thing, because that's why I told you, the Biafra we are looking for has passed that stage where we are going to play that politics. And if you are never play a local politics once, you will not understand what we are into. Until you play local politics. Until you play a local politics, then you will go to the game and how a new country is being built. And things you will do that will also push you for the international recognition. Yes, our friend from Filipino, you are welcome. Thank you for coming in. We love you. So, when you see, please, no insults. True survivor, please come close. I am calling, come close. Let us find the truth out. Come, I want to be asking you a question. You have to come the question this night. Call again on my number here. When you the fact, bring up the fact. The fact that it is Biafra's organization. It's a pure lie. Obuho United States of Biafra creates as organization. All the offices there name Kayokru na get register as an organization. Go where we came because we are in exile. Oh, that is what we are just seeing out here. I don't know. Hey, in the social media came with things, does it matter? Has an overtake is allowed. About to be an overtake with evidence, fact, and figure. And the simply mean, when we want to about to be only no Motranaki. Just on this here. When me pay YouTube or bro Solomon. I remember one guy born on saying na mumwa me pray YouTube does not mean I know it's more than you who is on the comment section. It's just a privilege and a grace for me pay YouTube na apota na eku for the. It doesn't mean I know it's more than that. Is why for me I always appreciate comments. There is some things I will research on my own through what I saw in the comment section. This is the facts and figure. Because of Namepe YouTube, I will be talking from here, doesn't mean I have sense more than you. It's just a privilege or grace for open YouTube and people are listening to you. Come in times of to open this YouTube because of knowledge and will. I don't have it. I don't. My English is not good either. But I am just only trying to educate myself. I don't have sense because of the now the true survivor on social media over 10 years. Or Solomon. I am not insulted, but I'm calling you a name because now please from your platform. Can you research? I'm and I'm aside from Google, but I will not until you deep sense to understand what I'm doing. How you can get those things, those documents, the secret document of the world. Name areas you go to bring it out. Biafra nke unu na-achọ dị ka eke nke unu asị wee dị iche otu every other existing countries wee work will now become a fully country. Anaghị in social media. Ifele nwere ihe kpọrọ ya na-akọ. Why you are misinformation people, you are misleading people. Tell me what all of you are saying social media, except in your since into West Open where we today. Open YouTube and go for Koko without evidence. Yes, I may be the good, and I praise for that one. It is good to expose Nigerian government. It is good to analyze what's happening in Nigeria. Yes, you are good on that. The same thing will go 247 also, because for me, and another my anger is from the one you are inside the government. I am not a member of the government. Or Zinkai were poor from the government. KB has replayed devil's advocate to come and destroy people's mind against the University of Biafra. I refer you to somebody, Anabo Udere, Chukwuka. Also, the one IPOB, never an IPOB be registered by Master Nandekan. No company, no Nandekan, no IPOB. Naturally, him doing from there as one of bad characters there, he has started causing himself a messing up. Why is he now? Can Biafra was that there is a Biafra organization. Then the Jews will get able for this document or never have financial areas or never have Minister of Information or end down can register under the international law can countries build their own country. I am sorry for all of you who envy and lostness has take over your life because of any own position. You are a one. All you know na with any opportunity afro no geji ya na onya apo bia no share ba once no chiheba he bruzie name we wo beg no bigi man odi wa na no na emebi. My people, let us go into this fully. Remember that our line is open. The number is +973360513337 only on WhatsApp. With the little one we have done for past 1 hour, if you have something to contribute, you are free to call. I hope we are following. I hope we are making common sense. And I hope we are bringing important things that we need to know on our own. So to know that whether the government is doing right thing. Or choose what you bring out proving that these governments are doing it very wonderful and marvelous work. Do you think because the way you play the devil advocate to bring it out is to come and to criticize the government and say, "How if you and you know office or organization kono kabo when I a country and now go to Biafra, you know say Biafra. Hey, show here them on social media." So do when in a saying do not say something you don't have, you don't know how it works. That is when I see go 247 don't play politics. Having a new country is all about politics. They call it political. Or you can call a man pray for what you can do all the world, all the politics can we want it. If you play your politics very well, then you go in. Like now, the government is playing the politics very, very well. Even they are playing in a way that I never even expected for them to play the government. Because when something comes outside, you find out what they are doing, they are on the right track. They are standing on all the existing protocol. They are there. They are observing all of them. They are maintaining all of them. Oh, we had no one okwu Igbo. Ndị be anyị si na ọ na-eme elekọta nwa mara mma, a fine girl. Ọ bụ na ọ ha ga-asị asị na ọ dị ka nne ya. Look at how you look like her mother now. If that fine girl could not be able to look at her mother, o dị eji nne o joge yi nne gị. Ọ ka ọ bụ na akọrọ ya ọnụ. Ka ọ bụ na ọ ha afọ na arị asị na ọ ihe kwụ ntụpọ o nwere. We have our first caller. Hello, Mother. Good evening from here.
Hello, ezigbo nwanne nna m. Good evening, nna. Good evening from here. I just na-anata ọrụ kwụnya my earphone na ntị. Na-etrek kwa na-anata na-ege gị nọ nna m jisi ike. Chukwu ka bịa ma gbaa gị ume. Ụmụ Biafra. Good evening, mgbede ọma. I'm an Nandino na Holland. I know you people have eaten. Yes, so tomorrow is the last day. If you never vote, go and vote. Go and vote. Go and vote. Tomorrow is the last day. This day. So all Biafrans. I thank you so much, my brother. I thank you for your education, no? Because our people, Biafrans, please, you people like. When you like this video, you go viral. Like and subscribe. And hit that button so that your brothers and sisters will come and enjoy what we are enjoying. You understand? Everybody has his own job in this our government here. You see this teaching. I don't know why that my brothers and sisters don't like a good thing. There's some for everything. There's some of our brother is teaching. People should come and hear. Just listen. Even though they didn't call, just listen and learn. Well, how many of us here? And tomorrow someone will just carry one kind of dirty argument. He will go to another platform, and be telling this, and you are not even explaining it well. And the argument, why can't you obey? Why you obey that live in America? Just come and learn. Instead of constitution knows that every platform. Yeah. And they also, I thank you because even they face today, even I go, yes, in the morning, and I still following you. I watched the one that you did, I think they face today, and the two survivor calls in that you are
program yesterday night.
That the Korea program, yeah, because you are hitting his name, and instead of him to come and learn, and he said, "Don't call my name, don't call my name." This is Choose survivor. Choose survivor. It's a shame that you that claim that yes, you are the media person for how many good years. You can research and you can defend your own freedom, not single organization freedom. And you can't even tell the person that okay, obviously, this thing that you are saying now, I will go and research. Call so time, so day, I'll be doing program. So that you will go and research and know the answer that you will give to that housewife. You are blind, Obey is blind. If another one got her. How can you not come and learn? Research. Even we go 419, we go 402 call for Guinea. You see now, I'm forgetting that your name because you're not a good somebody anymore. Try to come and learn or research that criticizing what is good, not you people know that yes, it's good because of the hatred. Oh, is it how you people are fighting the Congo rebellion because of this position? Supposing Congo rebellion now give you people position of a media, what now? Media,
media personnel hand claim how able.
Yes. So if somebody now bring argument or ask you a question, maybe after during that question, the person now telling you, oh, is it how you will just disgrace yourself and will disgrace us? That's why, everything is not about position. Just because you people claim that you people went to uni, you people knows everything. If you're not politician, don't come and put your mouth where your mouth is not even reach. If you're not politician or you're not researching, don't just make that blind argument. Because this morning, or either this morning, because of my internet at work, Oklahoma Bank and Kirombo, I was saying that they don't know history. He don't, and he cannot come and be said, okay, I want to teach. But the one that you know that you don't know, you ask a question. Our brother is here. That's why and the Kano, I know about two guys say this. If you're not a politician, you can't rule. You can't know what's inside this our government. You're just obviously that man is a Tondi, and he will see the argument and will see his voice. His voice will loud. His voice will tell you that this okay, obviously. Have you researched, have you even know that this our USB, the you people are claiming that our embassy is dead, that embassy is organization that the Ngozi Rebeze open it, other organization.
Yes, all you had to do
MP now that is written.
Here, no embassy, bank, our attorney, this lady, not this year now. Oh, to office Doctor Agay, Agay is in here, office Doctor Fayan. Agay is here, all of us an organization. I'm already see as in a country because no game register code and the residency code. So all in America, call the bank get the whole thing. I grew up with never when you give my PR na UK, America or Canada. These three countries, I mentioned their name, and one of them and came a play, or one name, play in the right country in America, you. That is why I told them, if you never know the criteria, and also our World Bank, I agree see as an organization. Now, document here, he's the register. United States of Biafra government in exile. Was declared on November 29, 2024. And we be those here some criteria that like a mowa. When the result cancel na Anambra said oge P2B. Under P2 the result cancel. And then bar form noka. When the bar form fill form. I want a are you coming as a member of the state? One, I am not a member of the state in Masino. I am coming from a rural area on a dear and my residency address. Now, who is sponsoring you? Is it the government? Is it the state or organization that are sponsoring you? Are you from organization? Is that yes? Now, when I'm born, I'm brown. Now, when I'm the old one, I'm brown. They don't get business. No organization that sponsor. That is what you were, bro. An organization got sponsor. Where is it? We win. You now leave the organization. We move here. Got by into state. That is simply mean. Now you can ask this organization. We need build our World Bank. Need build our embassy. Need build our passport. Need build our everything. I name. I just on that day. I in with official organization. We now dump those things and work as a country. Or green them by here. Onya want to claim money. Even that choose survivor. Call me today now. Now I got the go important with you. So if you go do I don't just come social media. I'm not being here on that day. I only have social media be. Then come for one here. That's why I take my time to come and do to tell ourselves the truth because now I want to go see. Okwane film 9 months where more here. And when one just do matter more today. Okwo process for like we ruo mgba amụrụ nwa we ruo mgba abịa zụpa nwa ha wee bịa mara jebe akwụkwọ otu ankọdụ ihe anyị na-ekwu okwu ya the protocol and the otu anyị si ka nji wee kwuo na otu aha isi wee chi ya bụ otu o siri dị ọ bụrụ na ịma ihe nda ịma nkọwa nwunye ka ọ bụ ihe gbasara ada dị ọra mana Nigeria ndị nke ahụ ị na-eme chusọba kwenu ka m kwuru e nwere ebe ọ na-eme ọfụma ihe gbasara iweta video Nigeria and some things kọwaa ya yes he's doing that one but when it's come to this particular now that we are playing on the template of the international community yes the template a na-play now bụ the international community template ka a na-play or both template IPOB and the autopilot and the bridge no it does no longer exist anymore because na iwere ekwu ya anaghị agba anyị nọ na-eje n'iru now right now because now we are maintaining now we have a right to maintain on the international global community so we can be able to our peace movement can get us our official recognition as a peace country. Because of angel head, because of nobody on this year, because of that go then again, my question to choose survival here, if just play devil advocate, he will destroy people's mind. Record to Obi. That's not a country. Why am I here? The government equal on him? I hear down bar. Why is the Buddha now? Why it's out now? Now it's from the government. And I don't have to be keen. Will not allow all of you to read this government because government signed the and you put had the and now the government Jesus Christ. When I find these documents, can say, child. Now one year goes over base and here hope is open here na international no kwa international ka na kwa international is the government the cabinet members here niile how unu nwaka ono di ma bia pata phone ele ni utentem gbosa at all time before the program yes what I go and summarize
I'm sorry for this obvious because Obey still now, is still measuring woto. You know, and in not asking that two survivor that the time over to Obey is you know is with us. Musa is not crying. This is what is wrong with this man? If you want to clear because too much, who want to go there is no you know, there is no something. You understand? With my own little capacity. Okay. Can't you go and see that we are not more doing what because of what? We are in government. Why does Overflow Beer said that we are going to follow it with what? With a diploma B?
Overflow Beer multiple dimension.
Multiple dimension. Yes. And yes, but I don't know hearing it. What? They couldn't want them. Can so much because when you're so keep on it. And I'm going on. Biano couldn't have Takuko. As an Akuko na tuto on my fiero namuta. Onye wearing kasobi. Oh yeah, Mota Akuko. Ọ bụrụ na nne gị na nna gị nwee nke abụọ na nne gị na nna gị nwee ego nke a bụzi ịntanetị adịla ụmụnne m unu esozi na that idiot people mediocres that have anything because of jealousness. Okay, the purpose of the cabinet they're getting it right.
Very.
Why you people
Asking the hand and what here 100% right. Hand and what here.
100 right. One them. Oh yeah, they're getting man.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
You said.
Nna bisike na ya nabago. Isike okwefue that councilor ị ga-abụ ya na ne Biafra. Anyị ga-atụnye alege. Ndị ọdịmegwu anyị ga-atụnye alege. Biko n'ime ihe na-eme nna m bisike.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. As a military even before, even minister of Biafra now,
Airborne, my daughter, my sister, we move. Airborne, we move. We move. Thank you so much. Yes, we are going into deep our analysis now. So, but if call comes in, we will take it because of our time. Because we will not analyze this all today. Anywhere we'll stop. This one tomorrow we will continue. Even despite the one of yesterday, we will leave it at there. We'll come back and revisit it back. But this one needed our attention, very urgent, to correct those impressions they are giving. We move.
This is a fascinating and complex situation, as a self-declared country without international recognition faces significant legal and practical hurdles. The entity itself cannot generally be registered as a country with major international bodies like the UN, which only accept applications from recognized states.
Do you hear that? Now, as a new declared country without official international recognition, there were challenges. There were legal challenges I can name. Then into it, there were a way to handle those things that has happened to be a problem or happen to be a challenge to us. Now the way the government will see, they see where mayor a problem. And now when they said criteria, when they said existing protocol, do you understand it? These things that are here are the existing protocol. It takes a time. Now, for us to be that, after the new country, every position, every offices, bona, anya man the USB, where register because nanya no ha in Biafra land. Then, those offices, like financial offices, Minister of Information, Minister of Interior, Minister of Justice, now get registered as an organization in a country where we are living. Those countries we are living, or some non-organizations, the well popular known from the government, now get register all these offices under them. With the ways name operate. Now, nobody register our embassy. Now get register as an organization, not as a country, because now a country name a foreign country. So now man name clear more na a country. There's no embassy. But why not the country that support by Haji or when you UN by their mandate? Then you have to go and register all these things under what? Or even social media head. All these things can register as organization. Or Buro, United States of Biafra, but register as organization. I am still calling on True Survival. True Survival on #1 headline, document. United States of Biafra. That's here, register. United States of Biafra. Biafra government in exile. Then each of us get it down. Which offices are you not seeing? Financial offices there, Minister of Information, are you not seeing it there? Choose survival. Or yenda register as an organization once we are a new country without international recognition. That is those things. Also, bank here, World Bank here, I get registered as an organization. Among those University of Biafra Bank, no. Under international law, it doesn't work like that. That's why I told you this thing, we have passed that level where some of you are. You know, Mama Hamlet is on social media. Does it mean anything? When you cannot go deep to understand the most important aspect of what is really there to bring it out, Then he brings his engage. The question is, why are you bringing that document out right now? Secret. And let me tell you, all was somebody non made this government, then kept prop. All how when they leak all this information out. True survival, if you're a man, you claim unable, go and send that document. Can go and send them in KMG right now. If you are a man enough, but how you get this document? I send the again. I have already events here. I send the other. I have him about this government. Nothing will happen. We have stand now. We there here. We know meaning of a new country and how the procedure we will take and we got it. Now, now, oku government ya bozi ke me na ekwu. But the only way bona nwanne anyị kru politics ke Nigeria kusie ike. Go and ask question. My uncle who blocked me, if you want to be a governor in Anambra, I got there in our house. Now who are you? Obo na Ibia, because na enwere mo confirm 4 polling units under my uncle's name. All more in charge. Hitler number 1. Go and verify. Will take your election. Any governor person no go ebure go be na more na eke the money. But let's say na feeling here labo vanity upon vanity without Biafra. No ways. Now go and verify. Let's go to Anambra. Go and verify very well. Because remember yourself the government under local security. All of that I tried everything for me to get those experience. For me to get those experience. So Obozi, the game may change go is on the international document KGG we wanted Biafra. Obozi by henda high name. Obozi by henda social media Oboria. When you are giving the world what they hide from you, they will also know, oh, if you continue allowing them, they will expose everything. No, the other those who will never even think of country will from them will grab it. If you want the document here and basically engage web from the government, government ask that is devil advocate. That is playing mind games to people to destroy people's mind. When you come to this platform, don't love me. Love what I am doing. So any day I deviated, never is no name. Okay, Baba Agwojo, ma worry also. Mwakati ma Baba Agwojo, eriere mi ambombo, anami achoma adun, all you people buy ikuru. That's when you are working. Don't love Biafra TV, but love what I'm bringing out to you. Any day I'm bringing henda, coming henda, so leave me, let debate yalam. Move on. That's why I told. Do not put emotion on my platform. Then you draw me, because that's your emotion. Even when I'm motivated, you can either this is my platform. Anyway, you want to go about government and protest. After that, I went out to go ask our DPM question about Basra physical eyesore protest. Now, what comes in the megasphere? The command had the way be there. The bully 3 or 7 years that we should pipe low. That the government are planning things I got fire and the shock. I now believe her. How you can see in go to survival? God draw battle be aju more joe to go to the best aju. In no land. Without asking question, you will know it. You must ask a question. Question give you a room to understand what you are lacking. And the eager of you to try to know it on your own by researching, not using your own wisdom to analyze it, is another different thing. That is where we are now. We are not going to analyze this government with our own local brain or without politics. Whatever is going on is about politics. It's political. Major international bodies like the UN, which only accept application from the organized state, they only accept application from what? The organized state. Once some countries recognize us now, then we will send our application to them.
However, to operate, conduct external affairs, and provide services, the de facto government or organizations acting on its behalf would need to establish other types of legal entities.
Do you hear that? Conduct external affairs and provide services. The de facto government or organization acting on its behalf, acting on behalf of United States of Biafra, would need to establish other types of legal entities. There is other means, there is other things that will have to be implemented to suit us in what we are doing, and it must be under the international law, because when we do it in our own way, we fail woefully. Because there are those are watching us. There is those that the way we are, they are going to give us our recognition depending on how we started. Because you have only two ways: armed struggle and peaceful movement of getting a new country. And in the world said they are recognizing that one that is very peaceful more than the one that is into armed struggle. So which one do you think that we need? We need this peaceful one we are doing now, that we are not showing gun and bullets with military on the road. That is one the world are going to. They said with that one that is peaceful, who maintain diplomatic of the international law, peace binding country, that they are going to give them recognition without wasting time. I don't know film. I don't know man o ga-eme and o mega eme ịmakwan ọkwụ na nna mmiri ncha aba aga anya onye ọbụla asịrị m gọọmenti ya wee pụọ onye ahụ nọ na mmiri ncha aba ya anya onwe ihe ọ ga-emenwu. Forget about them. onye rujuo ọpụọ ọrụ a na-anọkarị gị je zuo ike. Mgbe anyị na-eje akwụkwọ concrete na village, ọ na-amaja ji nwe ya onwe mbọsọ ya ekwe epia 15 bars based on strength. Mbọsọ oge orejiri epia 18 or 20 bars kụchapụ anya. Ndị ọkwụrụ wụọ 2 bars awụcha ha alaba. Ndị ọkwụrụ wụọ 5 wụcha ha otu a nkọ dị ihe anyị na-eme kịta. Ihe a bụ anyị nọzi n'ime bus na-aga right now. O buru ebe your level of destination ruru drop ọ ga-ejebe from that your destination ịrotu na moto. Enwe ndị na-abanye n'ime moto ahụ ozugbo otu a nke ọ dị ike wuje zuo ike. Ọ bụrụ na ibu nwe ihe a na-eme na o nweghị isikọta ahụ ya, isi ofu ibe na-eme so up, go and rest. Ịmadị na-enweta rituals ndị gwara ha ga uche, ndị gwara ndị Maazị Nakan ha bụ Maazị Nakan said these people are intellectuals. Or he very clear on social media. Go and sit down, let us see road.
Here is an assessment of what would likely need to be registered as organizations and the steps involved, often focused on gaining de facto legitimacy and functioning in the absence of de jure, legal, state recognition.
Now, here are an assessment of what would likely need to be registered as an organization. A register ha onwe ha mgbe ejiri wee jee n'ime document ya he sendere m. The headline bụ register United States of Biafra true survival. Ọ bụrụ eziokwu come and say na asị na ọ bụ ebe izi bidoro ya na ihe ifro bụ Organization of United States of Biafra. Come, let us bring it out in the public. Ihe hapụrụ isi instead of ikpu ntutu isi ije na-ebupụ ime isi n'isi gị ruru eru. Instead of ịkpụchasị ntutu isi ya ruru ntu nke m si wee dị na so of mkpụpụsị ntutu adị na ya eje nwere mma gbupụ wepụta ime brain m nwepụtazi ya kene meji brain ahụ ya eme ọ nwere ihe mma n'imi ọhịa nke ị na-eme. And the step involved often focusing on gaining de facto legitimacy and the functioning in the absence of the due legal state's recognition. The full recognition is not yet here. The recognition anyị nwere bụ nke ahụ anyị mere n'onwe anyị. Nke ahụ anyị mere n'onwe anyị, that is the first one of our declaration of a sovereign state under self-defense. That is the one anyị mere. Then for the official, ya ka anyị na-push towards it. Ya ka na-agwazi anyị the things, the criteria, the levels of things that we are going to do.
Establishing the core government structure.
Establishing core government structure, not a group structure. Establishing a government structure, not a group structure or organization structure. A government establishing government structure, for a new country that's for a new country who lack recognition. What are those things? This is here now. Now that document, all in that carries as an organization. I saw it.
Even without international recognition, the de facto state's governing body must formalize its internal structure to function.
Even though Nanyadi be officially recognized, Nanyadi can wait for the kind of structure of the government history and the history where because it's our right. It's what we choose. It's what they will accept from us. But for us to go through the world, that we understand the level where we are, that we understand everything, then what happened? We key on the line of the one they have required very well, which is the template of the government of the new country. Which is what? The template of the government of the new country. Not the other way around. Not what? The other way around. Because when we want to make it a separate way of our own, it's going to be a new something in the eyes of the international global community who are going to give us this international recognition. For the government that are going to give us the international recognition, we want to use what they know and what they outlined. So everything will be, when they come, look at how we do this one, is what you outlined. Okay, good. Well, there is an exam that when you write the exam, once the supervisor comes to mark the exam, there is something he will look at. He will not even waste time to me. He will just be taking it and be going, because from the 1 to 5, you are on the right track. Once you are marking your paper from number 1 to number 10, you are getting it right. And as they don't take time to examine you, they start marking it for you. Now, what are those? Entity, purpose, and functions. In that government structure, I can register as an organization, not United States of Biafra. I repeat again. In the head of the document, in here you have register, so number, United States of Biafra, Biafra government in exile. Or where be heading area. We now see organizations. When you see the organization, if you see here and for here, all here that the document organization, not United States of Biafra, not USB. On one hand, you register US as an organization, because under the international law, you cannot declare a country and you register as an organization. But the functions of the office is there is what you are going to register as an organization because of lack of international recognition. What is our people's problem? Why our own child? Now I sit down to see many wars that come to Mazinande Kano happening in our own local eyes, and people are not understanding it. Igbo saboteurs are the most difficult saboteurs in the world.
Entity, purpose and function. Where to register. Hypothetical. Ministry, department, e.g., Foreign Affairs, Treasury, Health.
Do you hear this? What to register as an organization after the creation of a country without international recognition? Here is again ministry, department, e.g., ministry department, e.g., foreign affairs, treasurer, health. In the USB government, on all this position in here, all this portfolio, all this office, are they not functioning? Can someone answer in the comment section? I need an answer. Let me know whether we are together. Inside United States of Biafra, I have Ministry of Department, on have Foreign Affairs, on have Treasurer and the Health, on this office, are they not functioning? This is what the government registered under organization. Go away we keep functioning, because without having a country, the next thing that in the world recognized about organization. The next thing that you tell, if you're not a country, organization is the next thing in the life before individual. Is it not true? Country seniors organization. Organization seniors individual. True or false? True or false, my people? This is what the world hide from us. And some of our social media. And because of when the world don't want us to understand our left from our right, 18 year document hide there. When Nigeria government decided not for us not to know our history of Biafra, it removed war history from the schools in Nigeria. Why many of us don't know to go to social media? Even a comment section, when you go to someone's comment section, you write nonsense because you don't know it. And always we claim we know it all. These are the things that OBS look at what was registered as organization, not our declaration. Because of all of you did not believe, and that's our official declaration again. That is why people are acting like that. Because now, you know we can guru ago. Kama saban ga wata biya kama Biafra ha biya. Ban konta no zikita. All of you who are falling apart, that is what you are today. Biafra discussion and yakpasa. Who need denounce and watch out. If it's going to happen that we are going to have an internal conflict, this movement, what will happen? This will deviate Biafra and that is where they are going. And which Biafra as in, if it's going to happen, that internal conflict must happen. When the internal conflict comes in, or Brazilian toward Finland to Finland, or toward Sudan to South Sudan and Sudan today, this will deny the government because they have denied the declaration once they step out from the government. This is the fact. That is why they are attacking those about the bad name. But this one with personal advisor or with a private lawyer, honestly, that person need to give a very good kudos by removing her hand from Woto. Remove her hand anything concerning armed struggle. Chai, woman, thank you so much and I thank those that we are working with you, all of you who are in the government. I thank all of you for adhering to the important areas and what will save all of us. The leverage you were there. One day you saw that our DPM posted gun or Biafra army shooting or fighting anything. By today, she will be in a big mess. And you don't want to see again. If you see anybody who told you, I am waiting for Simon to come and make another declaration, that person and DOS, they are the same people. Chuku, the same people they are. But do what? Do nothing. The things that are registered and they are said here, purpose and functions. How are they functioning? Ministry of Department, e.g., Foreign Affairs, Treasurer or DPEGO, Health. These 4 things must be registered. When a country lacks international organization, they have to be registered as an organization for them to function. So you will not, the law, the international law of self-defense or freedom fight or having a new country will not backfire back on you.
To organize and provide essential public services and manage foreign contact.
Do you hear that? All these four cardinal positions to organize and provide extremely public service and manage foreign contacts. Is it not true? When it comes to Ministry of Department Affairs, in Aforoha, they are the one who went to Burkina Faso. Treasurer, our madam is here doing her job. These are the things after declaration. Because of lack of international recognition, these are things that the government are going to register as an organization for them to function in a foreign country, in exile. What are those things? Listen,
Internally, via the new country's own founding documents, constitution, proclamations, acts, central bank/monetary authority,
Do you hear that?
to manage the currency, fiscal policy, and financial stability within the territory. Internally, established by a foundational central bank act or equivalent.
Are you hearing it? Now they register our central bank as an organization, under organization like register. And man register here na the word United States of Biafra Central Bank. No, because central bank is enterprise of every international community are involved. Now that the international global community did not give you recognition, that they don't recognize you as a sovereign state or as an existing state, then you cannot come in. But you can only come in through being registered under organization or in other organizations that are into that back management in America. Ị ga-asị na ị na-agba saga ma ị ma ha na ịbụ isi saga na saga ka ị na-agba n'onwe gị by some things you do on your platform. I am still calling on True Survivor to bring the document and come now. That document is with you. In give place is I'm going to my program at last. I heard your voice very well. Come, let us read it from you. Can I analyze with what I'm reading right now? You don't know that these governments are doing a job. They are doing a job to make a standard of the international global community, what is in their mind and what they already put down. Because when we are failing, they will know that we are not going through this way. Do you understand? So, but when they see that we are going through this way, they know. That is why after the declaration, they are going to watch us. How we manage everything. How we prove ourselves on our standard, who we are. And how they watch us, how we understand the terms and the condition, the existing protocol, the criteria of those that are there before us. True Survivor, come outside and go to your platform and rearrange that you have. To come and educate my people. Am I lying? No, because you're on the right track with evidence. Even that way from True Survival, did you not see Ministry of Department? Did you not see Foreign Affairs? Did you not see Treasurer? Did you not see Health after United States of Biafra? Did you not see Central Bank in that document? Did you? Did you not see Nationality Identity Passports? Did you not see those things? Did you not see State Owner Enterprises SOE? Did you not see that? True Survival. These are the things that made up of a new country that because of lacking of the international recognition that you have to register them as an organization, not the declaration of United States of Biafra's USB as an organization. Register. Give her 10 gosa in the comment section, please. Give all the cabinet members 10 gosa, those who stand on the truth. Give them gosa, clap for them. Now, can you make those that are piloting the affairs of Biafra, not like IPOB, not like the fallback, not like CRC, you go 247, Nigeria join. Ndo choko okwa na ewu ehi mma na mpi. Onya nwa ko True Survivor mere ihe, ochoko okwa. Onya achoka ndi mmadu ru anu ehi. If you don't want people to eat cow, instead of you to go and kill cow, you're supposed to kill cow. Then you will take the cow, hit on the foreheads of the cow. The cow will start fighting. Because him and all man except with the tea member. Mgbe if you about to go, what I say everywhere. Onya ka so abere ime. Ya na obi eze. Old fool. Because a fool at 20 will be a fool at 40. A fool at 40 will be a fool at 80 unto the grave. That is who they are. Please, I will urge you to like and share. Subscribe on the YouTube page also. If it's your first time coming, you will see a 3 dot in front of you. On the right hand side of your phone, there is a 3 dots there. No clue. Pom pom nato. So from that pom pom nato, please touch it once. it will open. You will see, like, and share. Once you share, then subscribe to the YouTube page, please. We ask you to do that. That is how you help us to let this message go viral. So everybody, those who did not understand it, will now come to understand it very well. Because of name and search on Google, of which name copy and paste. I give it to Kim and all government the reward. Not the man who no way board, my name and no, see when he got type on the machine. Well, it's never big him that know what right now. It's how you crack the brain to answer the question, to find an answer to the question is where the problem is. I pose send you those things on that group in a day here. Came up on a guideline under the international law. Those guidelines is what the government is taking. That is what we call existing. Let me stand on the existing protocol. Let me stand on the former on the normal criteria that was there before me. That is what government is doing. So have you seen it? I be a good thing. I go to without you bending down to go into details. Or they can know base you. My question to True Survival is on the number 1 headline of that document: register United States of Biafra, Biafra government in SI. Is it not what is there as the first place before the organization now, or do you see organization of United States of Biafra? That is why I'm still on you. Now, please, my level, you know. Bring that to your level. Come and read this. Can they matter no from you? Come and prove me wrong right now. No, but here I'm moving here the register. So number on this code. United States of Biafra. Biafra government in SI. Over here, come here the before you obey all these offices on the code edge waiting here. On the code edge waiting here. Because anyway, code what would you one? That is some code when you need to go and consult lawyer, or you need to go and consult a separate person who will explain it into details to you. Then you were married. Why I can learn this? Because of I have been into politics in Nigeria also when I was there, and I find out with the criteria of everything. No two answers nature number in your form, for Anambra, register as their councillor. I'm not coming over to because of now conduct by my election. Because of knowing them the election. That is why I have to go and fill those things and leave Anambra until we win the election. It will automatically become what is there for me. Na kwa na nwa je ni jezo ka achoro una ezogo mu ezogo sha kama ka waraga man ne repentry. So our central bank monitoring authority agreed say to manage the currency policy and the financial stability within the territory of where we registered this in America, as our beloved mother is doing absolutely 100% well right now. Internal, established by the Foundation Central Bank Act or equipment. Do you hear it? Again, you see under Central Bank Foundation as an organization. Look at it here. International versus the new country owned. International, we have where to register. International versus the new country owner, own founding document, constitution. Are you hearing it? So when you see them telling you now, whether you start Biafra's organization, when they are lying to us. They're not. See, when you don't know something, you claim to know it. For you to interpret what you don't, you will lie. You become a liar, and that liar that liar destroys you. You've been doing good, but you have allowed Satan to possess you. Satan has entered inside all of you. That's why all of you are deviated. And the IPOB. Is there anything difference between you and those IPOB one Nigeria? Tell me what is different between you and them. Tell me why you go 247 and China Samuel and K Guru and all the same. Tell me why now go 24 true survival are not falling in that trap right now. Or perhaps you need to report my page. Highest thing all of you do to join and report my page. A close work, me pause. I'm not afraid. Because no one has signed the Dibo. And I'm a meko, no fee, poor me, that is who I am. Please remember that our line is still open in case if you want to call us to make your own, submit your own opinion. The number to call is +9 7 3 6 0 5 1 3 7. These are numbers to call in case if you want to call me, and you are free to call, because what we are discussing is things that concerns all of us, not only one person alone. And for you to know those that are lying to you and deceiving you, for you to run far from them, because the spirit of deceit can pass and enter you. And that's what happened to Obi Kuriku. That is what happened to Obi Kuriku. Obi Kuriku. I like Obi. And then if I know Obi, I'm gonna mean Obi Kuriku. Obi want to want age no. Obi ebe want age roje. So we must continue. I hope we are hearing it. April say na ha ga register ihe nda under organization na exist na America or na UK or na Canada. Do you hear that? That is where they are going to do what? Register all these offices, all these portfolios. And now they have registered it. Instead of you to explain it to where it's being truth, you begin to explain lies and deceive. You start misinformation people because you don't have the information in full details. Everybody in social media, except those who their own that they cannot be able to research, through survival research. That is also, you're supposed to be educating people on the value of our declaration of the government right now. Because what you will see will encourage you to do more. We move.
National Identity/Passport Agency to issue travel and identity documents, even if they are not internationally accepted for entry into many recognized countries. Internally, established by a Citizen/Immigration Act, state-owned enterprises, SOEs, for key infrastructure or economic activity, e.g., power company, national airline, oil company. Internally, typically registered under the new country's own company/corporation law, once enacted. Creating external-facing organizations.
Do you hear it clearly? I hope you had it clearly here. So, when you... Our national ID card, our passport agency, I get you see under organization. I got you. Oh yeah, I found the one print here. Organization can have how much energy on. Have her country. But they are the one doing for countries, even recognized and the unrecognized country under international community. for key infrastructures or economy activities, e.g., power company, national airline or oil company. Ma ọ bụ na anyị nwesịrị ya, we will register all. Ọ bụ na enwere company na Biafra na ha na manufacture oil na afọ Biafra. Now that I'm official declaration with all this our official international recognition, I get register as a company, as an organization. B, I get say as organization. What is wrong with our people? When you don't hear on my how, because you cannot research. Internal, typical, registered under the new country's own company corporation law once enacted. Now, if there is anybody who want to build oil company in Biafra land right now, despite that we lack international recognition, if the person has common sense, the person will contact United States of Biafra government. They will not have an agreement. So they will also, if they are building that company, they will build under organization also until Biafra regains their full independence from international recognition. Can you hear what you guys here? Creating external facing organizations. And we think that can create more and more. All these things will be created under organization, not under a country, because of we are lacking international recognition. Onyangos, you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Collins Life, I agree to you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Joseph, you're welcome. Thank you so much. I see your comments. I agree to you all. Please, as you come, please like and share the program. Remember that our line is still open in case if you want to call. We don't tag number on the comment section because of the law of this country. It said don't put your number on the comment section. If you put, then we're fine and then we're prison text in their name. So I am an idea. So if you're just coming, the number to call is +9 7 3 60 51 337. That is the number to call if you wish to call. That is the number. Only on WhatsApp. Only on WhatsApp.
Since the state itself is unrecognized, organizations acting on its behalf need a separate, often non-governmental legal basis to interact internationally. 1. Non-government.
Listen carefully here. Since the state itself is unrecognized state, organization like our Minister of Information, Minister of Health, Minister of Affairs, all these things, they will be working or representing us under organization acting on its behalf needed a separate, often non-government government legal basis to international community. It's because of this international community, that is why, because of they are the one giving this official international recognition, that is why we are going to register everything that are structure of the government as an organization. Because of we are lacking international recognition. This is also to prove to you that the world know a time a new country might emerge. That is why they lay down all these principles down before we. And without official declaration, those functions we are seeing here, you will not go and work there because these functions represent many countries that are a member of the UN. That's why when you don't understand the power of this our declaration, you will start talking from both sides of your mouth. You will start doing what? Talking from the both side of your mouth. Number one, listen.
Organizations, NGOs, or non-profits. This is a common and critical strategy for unrecognized entities to interact with the world.
Do you hear it?
Registration location.
Do you hear about this? This is a common and the criteria strategy for unorganized entity like United States of Biafra to interact with the world countries. Without registering all these things, and you're going to face the effect. After our declaration, look at the criteria I will follow. Oh, now, your template. Are you not seeing the template working? And I think what is coming from you. When you don't understand, when you don't go into details, there is something you will see on paper. Only what you see on paper is not enough to explain. Then you now go into research to find out how that thing is there and how is it working. Biafra. And I'm telling this one is ourselves. If this is our government, give them a round of applause. Give them good sir. They are doing a very wonderful job. They are not panicking. They are not relenting. They are going into that multiple dimension, really. I have come to agree with all the things I am saying. With only this document, somebody who presents himself as the enemy of the government bring to me. Thank you for making that comment on your platform, because this is a platform I always pay attention. A platform now start earbud where neg before I pay YouTube page. Can I know on neg? Resume when no more missing. We say na wow, okay, so we kwado and keep as well. Every player don't advocate. You think you can cut your cake, you eat your cake and have it back. Echo TV, good evening from here. I greet you, my brother. You're welcome. Please, if anybody want to call, please call. Not when I finish, you will start calling me. If you want to call, this is time you have, because in the next 20 minutes, we are going to start the program. Because of time of where I am, tomorrow I have morning duty. That is the truth of the matter. I work. So I can be able to get my internet to be here. So if you want to call, the number to call is, again for the last time, +97 3 6 0 5 1 3 3 7. That is the number to call for this platform. This is a common and the criteria strategy for unrecognized entity, unrecognized states like United States of Biafra to do what? To interact with the world through organizations so that we register all our offices on that organization. That name Biafra can fight ka international global community nabatia. The government, we are fighting for the global community to accept that name, United States of Biafra. Then once they accepted it, then all these offices that was registered as an organization will now come out, become the body of the government. Okuya binye bago anya. O ihe gatara. Iji we na akinyu. Obi ese na ekwuyeri. Obi apaiwa. Obi apaiwa. Ina akoyeri. In America. Control onye ọzọ. Ana ebuzi nweta control nke gị ya abịa. Imazo otu ji na matu ta kini si we fight ya nke ya ba. Ga na hes go to fight ya. Ka ema mo ihe dị iche right now. Ihe government ya na-eme eju ya. Airport eche otu inyoko. Ifere uchi ego na amagara na platform. Ko machara ono obo nkịta, ono gbo pocho na arachara. Ndị niile ahụ no ko jire ugo 247 true survivor. Ndị niile ahụ na akojo before e bank nchire nkịta. Akojo ono of you a nkịta. Ono gbo pocha, ono ya kwarachara. Mana anyị nwajuru ya ajụ na anyị ekwechiri go na we dey here to protect our government. So even if they are lacking some information, we bring it to them because nobody knows it all. And the man able to see where because auto go see where me o ka baga nyagare all to so wakpo goju na ya na here from now buri abili bia boy. And he sees us as one of the most intelligent men on social media. Kale Wale, go and sit down.
They would need to be registered in a recognized third country that allow...
Need to do what? Registration. Need to be registered. They would need to be registered as an organization. Registered as an recognition a third country. Now the register, no you come. Now all these offices that made up of a new country, now register in another country. And another country when they push. Also, it becomes an eyesore, a witness to those countries that Biafra has been declared. And how all the workable offices, now a government that is effective. All this registration under countries is also proving now we're effective government. This is how the international global community look at it. And this is how they accepted you. Before they will not endorse you or call you a new country by your name. Biafra, this is how it is. There is no other way around though. Do not be deceived, do not be panicked. Whatever you are hearing from them, never you take it serious. It's not true. Do you only want to deceive you and bring your mind down? That is all they are doing. I am doing with fact and figure, evidence. True survival. Obro no obo has documents here. Only evidence what before. Obro na cinema government here where poor. But na isi afa all ma fa ndego fa na nyere gya e bia gunyi na obo ha nyere gya. Nga ba fa mmadụ ịtọ enwe na obo mmadụ ịtọ anyere this document. Ma ọ bụ na obo ha nyere gị. I challenge you. Oh, ihe a ka ị na-ekwu na nwoke adụ akụ asịrị. Ọ na-akwụba asịrị na-akwụpụta ihe ọzọ. We must be careful. We must be careful. We do what? We must be careful. Education is the power. Knowledge, all is very important. We must have the knowledge. If you don't have it, inquire for it. Oh yes, only take time to research. It might take you 2 days. It might take you a whole full day. Because what you will ask before you get this thing, what you are looking for is not here. So when you hear Biafrans, there is a Biafra's organization, it's a pure lie. They registered the offices. Why we use the name? I said Ugo 247 sorry, True Survival. Open that thing very well. Maybe if your eyes is not so you can see very well. On the number 1, on the first thing being written on that document, what is on top of there? Is my question. Is it not United States of Biafra so code Biafra government in exile before any other thing may under? Is not what is on top. So in all these countries, in all these organizations, Nigeria is as organization, the first thing comes in there, but that United States of Biafra. That is the first that come into their mind. They will know that this is coming from a country that was just declared without international recognition. Agedregian aboard. Again, you have now say they're on aboard. Now go to ABCD 1, 2, 3. Men are in social media for 100 years, new level. When you see, when you have a level without research, without history, you have no level. Obori be coin hating, bia bi one level. Mo bi hin no wa again. Now abozin ha no wa anyi wa. Ko gabo. All the international global community de bara anyi. Ka isi aba mkporo ka anyị si ebe ahụ anyị ga-esi wee na-apụta n'ime ihe anyị na-eme. These are truth. Onwe ka isi niile deceive ụmụnne gị ka isi because of your hatred na ịkpọrọ ụzọ ebe eze asị ma ọ bụ ịlaike ihe ọ na-eme ịma nlaike ya because ndị na-adịghị alaike eziokwu ma ndị mmadụ na-agbaje ebe asị juru jebe ha na-eje anọ. anyị ma imelo gị ma Simon ịkpa witagị ndị DOS na ndị autopilot na sorry ndị IPOB na ndị masọb. You have formed your own group now. You have belonged to where you belong. That is what you are broke. Now all of you now who are moving away from the government right now. No, now with social media, bro social media of the DOS. Today, all of Shaka a member of DOS. Oh, you want to tell you that? So, Biafrans, what you heard from True Survival platform is a pure lie. It's a misinformation. Do not take it. Do not regard it as anywhere. So that's why do not whatever you are not hearing from the S handle or DPM, whatever you are not hearing from S handle, whatever you are not hearing from us, don't take it. It does not exist. The truth is not there. Do not.
As foreign entities to incorporate, e.g., the US, Canada, UK, or a European country. This gives the organization an internationally accepted legal status. Purpose.
We are coming. Do you hear it? Registration, location, True Survival, or where the documents here. Registration, location, residence permit. All the heads in the when they register. They would need to be registered in recognized third party. In recognized third party. Those countries who are under UN, who we are seeking for international recognition. Do you know that registering under them also is a member of lobbying them to tell them that Biafra has been declared? Because on the headline of this document, United States of Biafra, declare a document, choose survivor, true or false. Choose survivor, true or false. I declare here. I used to go to that country. I used to register one of our sisters, were a member of the government. All of them gone in America. No. I went to UK. I went to Canada. I went to US. Depending on where the office is, where that person position are honored, a bank I got register or managing in the UK and register in America. They are possible. Now those countries. Now Biafra has been declared. That we are seeking for international recognition. That is why we want to work with you and we become an organization under you. We are not here to play anymore. Bring fact and figure. Tell the people the truth. Educate us on the movement that we are into on this highest level right now. I wouldn't know what in Nigeria before, but if you know, you know. They are going to register them in every part of Europe country. Ebano. Obuno onye bu treasurer na Germany. Agaje under the law of Germany kwa. Register as an organization under Germany. Where are the headline Biafra government? This gives the organization an international acceptance, legal status. Nihenda na enyanyi all the international law no na enyanyi legal status. Na yemu iwu na edebi iwu a. Olusa, good evening from here. Yes, you are right in your comment. Thank you so much. I love that your comment. So I hope you are following, and I hope we are making common sense. I hope so. I am trying to finish number 1. From tomorrow, we'll start from number 2 because of the time. It's 11 o'clock here, night. Legal status on which purpose? On which purpose? Humanitarian aid development. Do you see how everything is coming down? Do you see it?
Humanitarian aid development. Register an NGO to receive international aid. Coordinate
Do
with
you
UN
see
agencies.
it? Now I have a country. Now I get register. We will okay 3 p.m. Thank you so much. Here is 11 p.m. the night. For humanitarian aid, O2N right now, department, register as an NGO, receive international aid. I got the register quiet. I know what aid. Now a foreign country. But because of that, you're under the organization, so I know now, I know based on I for independence, not for recognition. O2 and KCME. To receive international aid,
like UNICEF, WHO, or work with other international non-profits on health, education, etc. Cultural/educate.
do you hear it? We had once we registered those that we are going to work with. Then those that we are going to work with are also those that are given international recognition. When you're working with very close to them, they will now see how we are handling things. Do you think the Hageji set camera one about the government? Is when the governments are coming close to all these organizations, we are registering ourselves, our government properties, and everything that we are doing under them. So they will see how we are managing the affairs of the people. So when they see that, yes, on this aspect of the humanitarian aid under a country that's asking for recognition, it also draws the attention of them. Any of these documents registered in any country, he is the United States of Biafra government in exile. Before was here, the office is Nigeria register. All those offices say no register as an organization, not USB. You know, it's not a USB as an organization. Message there, remember. Register USB as an organization. Onwere mere ejikwa anyị ji wee tie mmadụ na-ele ihe mmadụ na-eme anya na ị were ihe ga na-afụ ihe ọjọọ ka ga na-agba gị n'ime obi. When you use that eye that you use to hurt somebody, start looking at that person, whatever she is doing, or right up of something, what something is coming from her office, you will see it as an enemy. So you won't play down to understand it very well. Nobody registered you as this organization. Rather, or in your activities, not only the government, the offices, the portfolio say, Kanaga register as an organization because of Biafra is lacking international recognition. That is why. So when we are under those countries as an organization, then they will also monitoring us. They will also see how we are handling things. So that is how we come close. Because our manager will let her to be clear no table a document. No, now there is something they must be benefiting from you. They also sometimes call you a meeting, ask you a question because of you registered some offices in under their own country as an organization. None are better. Then they want to know what we are doing and the purpose of that organization and what does that organization stand for. Every organization that we registered under them, the organization of we being India, they stand as a body of the United States of Biafra government in exile. Or here, you must know, you must come across it before you know it. It's not just on social media. By YouTube now, no. It's not just that. It goes beyond that. Then when you who are the alliance in that I talking about UN, like UNICEF, WHO, or work with other international non-profit or health, education, and etc. Now, do we not have education office? We are going to register them under another contact and organization. So from there, we can pick up and learn also. And once we registered with that name on top, United States of Biafra, United States of Biafra, Biafra government in exile, it draws attention now from a new country. Then you will also explain the headline in Hijiwebian. But do that way, you must go Ziomana, Biafra has been declared. Naina chosen the organization. That is according to the law. That's Nai Ghana's organization under your country. Or when you appear in a dog, what? Appears in a social media. This is what it is. Nothing more than that. The Office of Education, the Office of Health, is that organization. From there, now the country I know na half one and evidence na I want a new country. Now when you will say na I as an organization. Once this is my office na my country, but because of lack of the international recognition, that is why I am here under this as an organization. Let me register it as an organization. So we can be able from here to operate. Let us register it as an organization from here. We operate. You cannot kill you. Yeah, it's like you use as an organization. When you send them, Biana if you the Israeli. Now things that build up of a new country government. Things make clear up. All those things there is not the name USB as our declaration. No, it's not that way. Cultural, education, exchange rate. Exchange to dollar. If we can register, call where the legal into the criteria of the existing protocol of the world, those who will give us the international recognition. This is a pattern figure.
Exchange. Register an organization to promote the culture, language, or history abroad, bypassing political recognition issues. Lobbying.
Hold on. I hope you are hearing it. Is to promote what? One, register a culture. Now that country. Now we also we present our own culture. You are doing what? You are promoting it under the organization. Despite you are representing a country which are lacking international recognition. That is why you have to register it as an organization. This protocol we are passing through, every other country who declared their country, they pass through this. So that's why I told all of us, there is no shortcut for us to have a Biafra as a country. Although that way we are thinking of it, look at the way it is. It's not that way. And because of your anger and your hatred, you will not calm your sense down, your head down to understand the truth that will set you free. Lobby. Let us listen.
/advocacy. Register a non-profit to lobby foreign governments or international bodies, like the UN, for recognition.
Do you hear it? I hope my people, I hope it's sound and clear. Lobby, advocacy, registered non-profit to lobby foreign government or international bodies like the UN for recognition. Do you see where things land us right now? All these things and register as organization everywhere is to do what? To prove that Biafra has been declared. And it's also to let the world know what we are passing to, who we are. Because it's when you go to school, you play with your fellow students. Eh? When you go to pharmacist, you get medicine to cure you. When you are sick, you go to doctor and give him money. That is meaning of all this that you see that we are doing. So, my dear friend people, we stop on number 1. Tomorrow we'll start on number 2. Number 2, Jesus, this number 2 is very long, man. I told this is taking more time before you get it and study it on my own. That's what I will be at work. So you know how kind of busy. That is kind of busy we need to be right now. We have made a declaration for the world to know that we are already prepared. That is why I ask you, have you prepared yourself more than the way you are before? Are you still the same way you were before the declaration? After the declaration, you got to prepare yourself more than the way you were before. My people, I want to thank you all for being here. On issue of this document, we are ending it here because this is after 11. So I want to greet everybody. I want to thank those in the comment section. I appreciate all of you, even though we don't have a time to read your comments one after the other. But one love, my people. Remember, tomorrow you must go and vote. If you never vote for the United States of Biafra, if you never vote for United States of Biafra, you must go tomorrow. Vote to chase away the foreigners happen to be in Nigeria. Vote for you to prove to the world that we have effective government who are in control, of the permanent population and the divine territory. That is why we have to go and vote. You are giving the government a mandate for the recognition also to prove, yes, that all of us want Biafra. That is why you have to vote tomorrow. Please do that. It is very imperative, and it's well something that we are all looking for. If you know that you want Biafra, not for mouth, not for propaganda, not for you to apply platform and make money, just go out there and vote for us to trigger the international community to know that the governments are in control of their people. The higher number we get is going to make it very easy for us. The higher number we get, that is what is going to make it very easy for all of us, even for the government. Remember, the governments are fighting for their own freedom. You must fight for your own freedom. Have that at the back of your mind. Have Nigeria shenanigan. Remember, put Mazan Kano in your prayer. God of tomorrow. Put him in your prayer to be himself and be the man, the lion he always is. Nigeria will do nothing. Now, Mazan Kano has destroyed Nigeria, really. All his prophets has come to fulfill. The country has already been divided. You see those who they call Oduduwa, they are snake. They are encouraging their people. That is why they are using their people national anthem anywhere they gathered. Anywhere you see them in that Lagos state, in that Yoruba land, they will sing Oduduwa national anthem. But ask yourself, can the Igbo elites, can the Igbo politicians sing their own? Can any governor call a meeting and open a Biafran song? They saw the Biafran national anthem. They will never try it. They cannot try it. But look at those who know what they want. Look at those who you think they are more Nigeria. They are Nigeria in the center of Nigeria. But when it comes to their private areas in their Yoruba nation, they are all Oduduwa and they believe in that. That is why they rally around to bring Sonny Boho out. That is why anybody of their own they arrested, they must be released because they believe on themselves. They don't expose themselves like what some people are doing today. Because what they know that the wars that comes out after the war, that they said, if we know that Igbo people love money so much, we could have given them to go and fight themselves. This is what they are doing today. They have given RC Simon to fight us. They have given Ogenkere money to fight. They give Adando and the Faceless unite. That is all that is going on. This is what is going on. So we must be strong on the side of your own government, who will set all of us free. Nobody will kill us anymore. It is very important if you understand the game that is playing out, unless you did not understand it. Unless you did not understand it. So in conclusion, we are home already. Please support the government. Biafra USB did not register as an organization. Rather, the offices that made up of the country or the cabinet members is what is being registered as an organization. So from me, from here, it is a good night. Remain blessed until we see again.